Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the practice session that just happened for the San Marino Grand Prix this weekend in Misano. Now, before we get into it, here is how it finished. Pecco Bagnaia topped it from Marc Marquez, Jorge Martin, Franco Morbidelli, Enea Bastianini, Pedro Acosta, Marco Bezzecchi, Maverick Vinales, Fabio Quartararo, Jack Miller, Brad Binder, Aleix Espargaro, Pol Espargaro, Miguel Oliveira, Johan Zarco, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Alex Rins, Alex Marquez, Augusto Fernandez, Taka Nakagami, Raul Fernandez, Luca Marini, Stefan Bradl, and Joan Mir didn't compete in the session due to a stomach bug. Now, what can I really say about this? It wasn't the most electric practice session, but you could really see that the riders were really working hard on their tyre strategies for the race. Pecco Bagnaia, he did look completely different to how he looked in Friday's Aragon. He looked under control, calm, cool, collected, was really working more so around the medium tyre, so maybe focusing on the main race itself. Marc Marquez did put in a blitzing lap towards the end of the practice session. All around looks quite comfortable. Definitely, I think he could run the soft tire in the main race, which is definitely going to be an advantage for him. But let's wait and see. But all in all, his pace looks really good. Jorge Martin had a slip off towards the end of the session, but again, did an awful lot of work on the soft tires and had really, really good pace on that. So, it's really going to be a dogfight between the top three at the sprint race tomorrow and for the main race on Sunday. Franco Morbidelli, again, good pace in Franco, not so bad, definitely thereabouts. Not sure whether he's going to go with the front three. Enea Bastianini, strong practice session for once for him. Can he convert that over into qualifying will be the big thing. Pedro Acosta, again, came out of the blocks very quick, did have an off, so not really sure did that affect him for his last run, but look, he's definitely in contention for a top four, top five tomorrow, in my honest opinion. Marco Bezzecchi, again, has done thousands of laps around here, so did expect him to be a little bit stronger. Maverick Vinales, again, the Aprilia should work really well. Surprised to see him a little bit down as far as they are. Fabio Quartararo, his pace looks very, very good, but the problem with the Yamaha is that if he's going to be behind other bikes, he's going to be snookered. But, I wouldn't be surprised to see Fabio inside and well inside the top 10 at the races. Jack Miller and Brad Binder, kind of, not so bad. They don't have the best pace. They definitely don't have Acosta's pace, so it's going to be a bit of a tough day or so with them tomorrow. Um, Aleix Espargaro, again, similar to Maverick. I thought I would see him a little bit higher up the grid, but maybe the Aprilia isn't just working as good as we thought it would. Pol Espargaro then did a good enough lap. Miguel Oliveira, again, similar to Aleix Espargaro. I thought they would be a little bit further forward. Johan Zarco, impressive, looking at the people that are behind him. Fabio Di Gianantonio. I think he is struggling more so because this is a right-hander circuit, and obviously the collarbone isn't as good as we thought it was last weekend. Last weekend was a left-hand circuit, so it would have taken a little bit of pressure off of that. Also, he is in a little bit of fear that if he does crash again, it will dislocate again. Alex Rins, what could you say? I said it before the start of this weekend. Rins does need a really, really good few weekends. I know he's comfortable in his position, but saying that does need to have it. Augusto Fernandez, again, just riding around enjoying life. Quite surprised with Alex Marquez to see where he finished. He definitely should be further ahead on what he is, but look, it is only a practice session, and if he has the speed, he can get out of the Q1 status. Um, Other than that, you have Taka Nakagami, Raul Fernandez, who is surprising to see him so far down, but then saying that Misano is not the easiest circuit to learn. Luca Marini and Stefan Bradl. Stefan Bradl is miles off the pace. He's definitely testing something ahead of Monday's test in Misano, so it will be interesting. All in all, I thought it was pretty good. Not the most exciting, but it was a pretty good practice session. You could definitely see it's going to be a major battle between the top three tomorrow. Very hard to put the money on it, but tomorrow I'm going to go for Pecco in the sprint. So I would definitely love to know your thoughts. What did you think of the practice session, and who do you think is going to win the sprint race tomorrow? Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.